Good morning, Optavians. Welcome to Medifast Mondays. My name is Donna. I'm an independent Optavia coach, and I'm here to share with you some of my favorite fueling hacks and lean and green recipes. I know I've been MIA for a couple weeks. I had gone down to a festival on the first weekend of October, and then there I spun a wheel at one booth or something and won a free trip to Hawaii. So consequently, last weekend I had to go to the high pressure sales pitch at the timeshare place in order to get my free trip to Hawaii. So I'm not sure how this is going to work out, whether or not it's actually going to happen, because the rules and the, all of the stuff that the hoops that you have to jump through to get this are, they're quite extensive. So I may or may not be going on a free trip to Hawaii next year, but we'll see how it turns out. It's a couple hours of my time, and then plus we got I went with my cousins, so we got another 3-night stay down in Napa. So we're going to be doing that in March. That'll be fun, but we have to go to another high pressure sales meeting. But again, as long as you tell them no, you're good. And I told my dude from the beginning, as soon as I walked in, I'm like, the answer is no. I'm telling you right now, the answer is no. I'll listen to your pitch and all that, but the answer is no. So anyway, I digress. So it's fall, finally. I'm so happy because it's way cooler. And, even though it's still here in the upper 80s, couple days last week, it's at least cools off at night, so we get a nice little breeze, so it's been kind of nice. Anyway, I'm super excited about fall, so keeping with the fall theme, I'm going to do a little pumpkin things for you. I know some people say, oh god, the pumpkin thing is just good, but you know what, I like pumpkin. I like pumpkin year round, and pumpkin spice. So again, I digress. Okay, so what I'm going to do are pumpkin spiced waffles. Okay, to do that, I'm going to use 1 package of spiced pancake mix. And if you don't have the spiced pancake mix, don't worry about it. Just use the regular pancake mix. We'll just add a little more spice to it. Pumpkin pie spice. I do not buy these. I buy in bulk at Winco. So I get this for pennies on the dollar, as opposed to this where it's I don't know, $4 or $5 for this little thing. So I just refill it with what I buy with the bulk, and then it looks like I'm buying the real thing. Okay. Again, I digress. I've had a lot of coffee today. Okay. So pumpkin pie spice, I'm going to use about 1/16 of a teaspoon, just because there's already spice in the pancake mix, but I want it a little spicier. If you're using the regular pancake mix, I would go ahead and add 1/8 of a teaspoon of the pumpkin pie spice, just to get it a little spicier. Okay, and then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of pumpkin pack. Make sure you don't get the pumpkin pie filling kind that's already got the sugar and stuff in it. Make sure you get the pureed pumpkin. These I got at grocery outlet too for $1. I mean, come on, who's going to turn that down, right? So, it doesn't really matter, and there's not a lot of serving size on this is 1/2 cup. We're using 2 tablespoons. There's 50 calories in a 1/2 cup, 0 fat, and then 11 carbs. Of course, you're going to divide that down by tablespoon. So you can do the math. I'm not doing the math. Anyway, and pumpkin is allowed on the Optavia and Medifast programs. 1 tablespoon, 1 condiment. Okay, so be sure you're counting this right. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of pumpkin pack to my mix, or pumpkin puree, whatever you want to call it. See? 2 tablespoons. This will get it nice and pumpkin-y. And I'm making waffles out of this. You could make pancakes if you wanted to, or if you do the mug cakes with your pancakes, you could actually just do it with in the mug in the microwave. However you want to do it is fine. 1/4 cup of water, maybe a little more. We're going to play it by ear. Once I get the let me do it this way. I'm going to get water everywhere. Once I get the water in there and get it mixed up, I might need to add a little bit more, but water's a free food, right? So, and I'll probably get 2 waffles out of this. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to keep it over here where you guys can see what I'm doing. Unfortunately, somebody had mentioned they wish they could see what I was doing. Unfortunately, the way my kitchen's set up, this is the only place that I can get a good camera angle where I've tried it everywhere and it just doesn't work. So short of putting some type of station in the middle of my floor, I don't know what to do. So I apologize, but I'll try to keep everything over here where you can see what I'm doing. Remodeling my kitchen's not quite my budget, so what do you do? That looks to be pretty good. It's about, if you can write your name, it's like the consistency of pancake batter is what you want. So I think a quarter cup of water is good. Smells good. Smells like pumpkin. Okay, so anyway, I've got my little waffle iron heated. These I just saw yesterday on QVC. They have a package of 3 for like $27, and they got some really cute colors. They've got like copper and bronze. And anyway, so if you don't have one of these, and if you buy a package of 3, you got 2 more to give as gifts for Christmas. So anyway, just saying. Okay, little butter spray. And then, like I said, I'm probably going to get 2 out of this. I don't want to make them to where they're going to overflow, and then I waste half of my batter dripping down the sides. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to... Oh, these smell so good. Yum. Okay, so we'll let that cook for a second. And when they stop steaming, they're done. That's how waffles work. I need to get a plate. I'll get that in a second. And then I was going to tell you guys something. Now I forgot. Oh, well, I'll think of it eventually. Like I said, I've had too much caffeine. My mind is working faster than my mouth. That's not good. So anyway, I hope everybody's having, a good week. I know it's only Monday, but, and you're staying on track. I know... A couple weeks ago when I went to the festival, I went totally off the rails. I mean, totally off the rails, just completely. And I don't know what triggered it. That's the thing. Usually something triggers me, but it was just like, I think that I just like, my body just said, just, cut loose. I don't know, which I did. And I was up a couple pounds. And so I just had to, jump back on it and get back on track, and which is what I've done. The thing is, when you go off track, because we're all human, right? We're all human. Life happens. You've got things that come up. You've got family reunions, and with the holidays coming up, you're going to be, spending time with family, going different places, doing different things. So if you go off track, don't beat yourself up about it, because you can't. If you beat yourself up, this is the voice of experience. The more you beat yourself up, it's like you get into this cycle of, okay, well, I did this and I regret it and I shouldn't have done that, and I'm such a bad person because I cheated on my Optavia program and I did this and did. So that just snowballs into, okay, well, because I am such a bad person and I'm not sticking to what I'm doing, and all of the psychological tricks, and we've all been there, all of the psychological tricks that your mind plays with you just make it worse for you. And then it's like, then pretty soon you're justifying staying off plan rather than getting back on plan. So again, if you go off the rails, don't beat yourself up. Just know that you have to get back on plan and get back on track with your journey. Don't, and again, you've got nobody else to blame but yourself when you do that. You can't hold someone or something else accountable, because ultimately it's your choice and it's your decision that you've done that. So hold yourself accountable. And then, but again, don't make it to where you're making yourself miserable, because that doesn't help anybody, especially you. So, sorry, I just rambled, but it is true. So anyway, but I'm back on track again, and I know that I'm back in keto because my energy level is off the charts, and I just, too, when I was talking to my coach about, she says, well, what do you think triggered it? And I said, I have no clue. I just, and I'm not here to make excuses. I don't know. I just did it, and that's, it is what it is. And then she asked me, well, how did you feel? And I'm like, quite honestly, afterwards, that, after the couple days that I just ate whatever I wanted, I felt like crap. I felt sluggish. I just felt icky. I felt like I was like retaining water, so I just felt like I was all sloshy, if that's, you know, I think, I don't know if any of you have been there. It's like when you get off the airplane, you've been on the airplane for like 5 hours, and you get off and your ankles, you got cankles, and then, you know, when you walk, your feet kind of slosh because you're so full of water. That's how I felt. And I did not like that feeling at all. I did not like it. So she said, next time you're going to do this, or you find yourself in that situation where you're wanting to, you know, go completely off the rails, remember how you felt and how it made you feel. So, you know, I keep that in my mind now, and it, you know, hopefully it'll keep me from doing bad things. Anyway, I gotta go grab a plate for this. I'll be right back. Okay, got my little plate and a fork. Ooh, smells really good. It smells like pumpkin pie. Okay, so there's one. Yum, yum, yum. And then I'm just going to pop the other one in. And this is only one meal because I only used one package of the pancake mix. I'm going to scrape this out. Yeah, scrape it out. I was supposed to be getting a shipment. My shipment's supposed to be here today. I just ordered, I think last Friday my order released. So hopefully they're shipping it. Depends on where it ships from. Sometimes the order ships from Nevada, from Sparks, and then I get it like the next day. But sometimes it ships from Maryland and it's like a week before I get it. Sometimes it comes from Texas and it's 2 days. So I don't know. It just depends on what I ordered, I guess, and what they have in stock. So, yeah. So anyway, my shipment should be here today, which would be nice because I'm about out of bars. I've been on a bar and cruncher kick lately. That's all I've wanted is bars and crunchers. So that's what I've been eating mostly. And then, so that's really what I ordered, but I still have a ton of the hearty choices and things like that. But, you know, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe next month I'll be on a different kick. Who knows? Okay, Mr. Waffle, hurry, hurry. So what I would top these with, I'm not going to eat these now because I had I tried an experiment for breakfast. Didn't work out too good, but I ate it because, you know, I didn't want to waste the food. But I was trying to make like a tofu French toast type of affair with dunking the tofu in the batter, and it didn't work out really well. I don't know. I'm working on it though. I got to figure it out. I'll get it, but I just need to get the right thing down. It wasn't too bad. You know, I ate it anyway because, like I said, it's protein and a fueling. So, but there were a couple condiments in it, so I can't really eat this or the next thing I'm going to make. So I have to like put these in the fridge and eat them tomorrow or the next day. I don't want to overdo it on the condiments. I'm speechless. Oh my god. So anyway, yeah, with the free trip to Hawaii, I don't know. You know, it's just like they make you good. And apparently once they give you your voucher for it from the timeshare place, they're like completely not responsible for anything. It's like a third party that sets everything up. So you have to mail in your voucher within 21 days of the date that it's stamped, and then they're supposed to get back with you within 2 weeks, and then you have 45 days to get back with them with dates on when you want to travel, and the dates, they can't be within 5 days of holiday, and they have to be at least 21 days apart, and it has to be 60 days from the date that you submit it. It's just, you know, it's all BS as far as I'm concerned. And then there's no guarantee that they can get your dates, but you don't hear about your dates until 3 weeks before your travel date, so you know, you can't even get a good airline deal. Again, I am not convinced that this is going to come to fruition, but, you know, we'll see. If I end up in Hawaii for 5 nights and 4 days, I don't know. We'll see. But, meanwhile, my cousin and I, because she does own through one timeshare. It's not the one that we went to, but, and that was my thing to them. It's like, why would I spend all this money when I can use my cousin's anytime? And she's got a shit ton of credit. So anyway, so we're going to book that for November 2019. So if everything goes well, I'll be in Hawaii for Thanksgiving next year. Yay! It'll be cool. So, okay, there's my other waffle. So, there you have it. 2 pumpkin spice waffles. I would top these with a little bit of Walden Farm syrup because remember the pumpkin pack is, the pumpkin is 1 condiment per tablespoon. I use 2 tablespoons, so there's 2 in there. And then if you do the math on the 1/8 of a teaspoon of pumpkin spice, comes out to 2.12 condiments. Yes. And then you could put maybe a tablespoon, which is a half a condiment, of Walden Farms maple or pancake syrup, whatever they call it. Pancake syrup, I think they call it, on there. There you go. So your condiments are done. They smell really good. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this one. If you have any questions or comments, give me a holler. Information's down below. If you aren't sure how to count all this, talk to your coach. If you don't have a coach and you need one, give me a holler. I'm happy to help you. Otherwise, I will see you in a few minutes because I'm going to do one more thing today, keeping on the pumpkin spice theme. So I'll be back shortly. Bye.